Hey leaders, this is Jeff Garrison from Results on Purpose. It's still early in the year and you may still be working on your sales and marketing plan, or perhaps you're revising it already. When doing so, to have the greatest accountability and therefore the greatest results, focus on the smallest viable market. For example, a friend of mine has a boutique marketing firm. Based upon the lifetime value of a client, they need to add about a dozen clients to have an excellent year in 2019. Although they're capable of getting results for any kind of business, they've narrowed their focus to restaurants. Furthermore, they've narrowed that focus to restaurants in a defined geography that are at a mid-level price point and whose owners have a mindset that fits theirs. Without elaborating more, you can see that all of the restaurants they could serve, perhaps 10% deserve their focus, requiring that they ignore the remaining 90%. So how does that make them accountable? Well, let's say their criteria narrowed their smallest viable market to just one restaurant. They have to get the attention of just one owner. In other words, their message and approach either works or it doesn't. If it doesn't, they can figure out a new approach and try again until it does. No matter what, it's clear that they are succeeding or failing, and either way, they're accountable. If the smallest viable target market were 10 or 100 restaurants, the level of accountability is still pretty high. But if it's 1,000 or 5,000 or more restaurants in their smallest viable target market, which is no longer very small for this particular company, the level of accountability starts to diminish. To say a strategy, a tactic, or a message works or doesn't work is hard. In other words, there are too many nuances in the target market subsets such that marketing is more about guessing than target marketing. If this is true, why don't we go for the smallest viable target market? Because it feels risky. After all, what if it fails? Well, that's precisely the point. You get quick feedback. You adjust. Keep adjusting until you find success. Then repeat a lot. So, how many new clients do you need to have a great year? How small can you get your smallest viable target market so that you can actually learn how to succeed at getting those clients?